mind kept going on some things. But before we go, I'd like to just take
bless your name, Lord.
Yeah, I just want to
bless your name.
What He brought us through. Oh, I think about the place He said He brought us out into a wealthy land. Oh, today, maybe the battle that we went through has been tough. Oh, but the Lord has brought us out into a wealthy place. Brother Brian, if you got that.
127 and 1.
122 and 1, I believe it is. Just some things that was on my heart today, and I hope and pray it'll prove a blessing.
Bless your name, Lord.
I was here the other day, getting ready to do one of the live streams. Makesta, she's practicing, getting ready to sing, and Brother Harvey, I was kind of walking down the aisle. And I got to each seat that everybody was sitting at, and I got to thinking, Sister Brenda, how long it'd been since people had sat in those seats for service. But Brother Harvey, I'm thankful today that the Lord brought us out.
Bless your name.
I was thinking today about God. I'm thankful that I serve a God that's on His throne. I'm thankful that I serve a God that's got it all in His hand.
Bless your name.
Brother Brian, I'll get you to read that.
I was glad when they said unto me.
That's the way I know our hearts feel today. Yeah. I was glad when they said unto me,
let us go into the house of the Lord.
Let us go into the house of the Lord. Yeah, that's the way we are today. I'm thankful today that we had the opportunity to come serve the Lord. I don't know exactly what we may say, but seems like today my mind has been dwelling on some things. Yeah, about God. About the God that we serve. You think about it. A lot of times, Brother Harvey, the things that we go through, yeah, they might seem like a tough battle. Oh, but the God that we serve, yeah, is more than capable to take care of us. Brother Brian, can you give me Acts 17 and 23 through 20, or 22 through 25? Just a little bit that's on my heart. I hope it'll prove a blessing. But we've heard it said so often, let's just slide our feet under the Master's table. The Lord's got something here for each and every one of us. The Lord don't put you through a battle without giving you something to get you through the battle. And then when you get through the battle, there's a reward that's waiting on us. Yeah, you think about when Caleb, Brother Harvey, when they sent him to spy the land of Canaan. Oh, they were going into this land. Yeah, Sister Brenda, that made me look tough.
Bless your
there were so many enemies that was in the land. I thought that you think about it a lot of times to a life of a Christian. Yeah, it's a tough battle that we might have to go through. Oh, but the Lord will take care of us. He took care of those 20, I believe it was, that He sent out to spy the land of Canaan. Oh, but I can remember. Yeah, Moses told them to be of good courage. I think of the men of God that has preached to us. How many times have they told us to be of good courage? How many times have they told us it doesn't matter the battle? They can go through. Yeah, that the Lord will bring you through it.
Yeah.
All right, Brother Brian.
Then Paul stood in the midst of Mars Hill.
Then Paul stood in the midst of Mars Hill
and said, Ye men of Athens,
Ye men of Athens,
I perceive that in all things you are too superstitious.
Read on.
For as I passed by and beheld your devotions, I found an altar with this inscription.
Read on.
To the unknown God, whom therefore ye ignorantly worship Him, declare I unto you.
Whom ye ignorantly worship, Him I declare unto you. Yeah, you think about it. They were going into a battle, or rather, these children, the spies that they spied out the land of Canaan, they were going into this battle, and He told them all these things, and He told them to be of good courage. Why did He tell them that? Because He knew that God would take care of them. Well, here these people were serving a God, or serving God for the heart that they did not know. They were ignorantly worshiping. but him I declare unto you. Yeah, today we look at the battle that we've been going through. But you see, Sister Diane, because he brought us out of the battle, we can declare our God unto somebody and tell them what he done for us. You see, there was people that had suffered a lot of things. Oh, but I think of the verse, he said, I was young and old. I've never seen the righteous forsaken, nor seen begging bread. Oh, you think about all that he brought us through. Yeah, today we can declare our God unto somebody.
Amen.
Read on.
God that made the world and all things therein.
See, this was God that he was declaring unto them. God who made all the world and the things therein. This is our God. This is the one that we serve. Read on.
Seeing that he is Lord of heaven and earth.
Seeing that he is Lord of heaven and earth.
Dwelleth not in temples made with hands.
Read on.
Neither is worshipped with men's hands, as though he needed anything.
Neither is worshipped of men's hands, as though he needed anything.
Seeing he giveth to all life and breath in all things.
Let's go. Let's look at God for a minute. The God that we serve. Daniel, the 3rd chapter. And I'll just start in. At verse 8, Nebuchadnezzar, and I know this is things that we've heard preached. Nebuchadnezzar, he had this image. Brother Hardy, that he told them that any time that they heard any type of music, they were to bow down and worship it. But look at our God. That's what I want to get on your mind. I've heard it preached my whole life, and I've heard different ones, Sister Diane, talk about their God. How their God brought them out of a life of sin. How their God brought them out of this and that. Sister Brenda, one day I let the Lord into my life, and I started serving God, and he's my God.
Bless your name.
He's your God today. You see what he done for these people that we're going to read about, he'll do for us. Daniel, the 3rd chapter. And verse 8, therefore, at that time certain Chaldeans came near and accused the Jews. They spake and said to the king Nebuchadnezzar, O king, live forever. Thou, O king, hast made a decree that every man that shall hear the sound of the cornet, flute, harp, sackbut, psaltery, and dulcimer, and all kinds of music shall fall down and worship the golden image. He set this golden image up. He was wanting that really to be their God. Oh, but listen to what all happened. And whoso falleth not down and worship that he should be cast into the midst of the burning fiery furnace. There are certain Jews whom thou hast set over the affairs of the province of Babylon. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, I know this is things we've heard. Oh, but they're pretty to me. Because I see what their God did, Brother Harvey, and I know what our God will do. And Abednego, these men, O king, have not regarded thee. They serve not thy gods, nor worship the golden image which thou hast set up. Then Nebuchadnezzar, in his rage and fury, commanded to bring Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Then they brought these men before the king. Nebuchadnezzar spake and said unto them, Is it true, O Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego? Do not ye serve my gods, nor worship the golden image which I have set up. Notice what he said. Do thou not serve my God? That was Nebuchadnezzar's gods. Oh, but you see, God was about to prove who is the true God. Yeah, you think about all these brought us through. Yeah, different ones in this time of need will cry out to their God. Oh, but the God that we serve is answering our Oh, today the Holy Ghost, when we got that spirit about us, it's a conquering spirit. It'll conquer anything that we go through. I'm thankful for what I can feel. Let's go down just a little bit. Let's go to verse 16. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego answered and said to the king, O Nebuchadnezzar, we are not careful to answer thee in this matter. Nebuchadnezzar was trying to get them to serve his gods, but they wouldn't do it. He told them, Sister Brenda, he said, if you don't, that they would be cast into the furnace.
Amen.
Oh, but listen to what they said. We are not careful to answer thee in this manner. If it be so, our God, whom we serve, is able to deliver us from the burning fiery furnace, and he will deliver us out of thine hand, O king. Yeah, notice what he said. He will deliver us. Oh, there was no doubt in their mind that God was going to deliver. Oh, today the battle that we go through, there's no doubt that God is going to deliver. But if not, being known unto thee, O king, that we will not serve thy gods, nor worship the golden image which thou hast set up. Then was Nebuchadnezzar full of fury, and the form of his visage was changed against Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Therefore he spake and commanded that they should heat the furnace 7 times more than it was wont to be heated. And he commanded the most mighty men. Brother Brian, can you get me? Trying to put all my subjects on this tablet because Brother Harvey, I got quite a few subject booklets that they get in the way. Brother Harvey, or Brother Brian rather, can you get me Daniel 6 and verse 3 through 26, and I'll finish this. And he commanded the most mighty men that were in his army to bind Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, and to cast them into a burning fiery furnace. Then these men were bound in their coats, their hosen, and their hats, and their other garments, and were cast into the midst of the burning fiery furnace. Therefore, because the king's commandment was urgent, the furnace exceeding hot, the flame of the fire slew those men that took up Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Yeah, you think about how hot that furnace had to be. Oh, but you see, God was going to take care of his people. God was going to take care of the ones that was serving him. And these 3 men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, fell down bound into the midst of the burning fiery furnace. Then Nebuchadnezzar the king was astonished and rose up in haste and spake and said unto his counselors, Did not we cast 3 men bound into the midst of the fire? They answered and said unto the king, Truth, O king. And he answered and said, Lo, I see 4 men loose walking in the midst of the fire, and they have no hurt. And the form of the 4th is like the Son of God. Oh, we know how that spirit that was in King Nebuchadnezzar, had seen Jesus. Oh, but today do we understand that the Lord is still through the fire with us?
Bless your name.
Yeah, the Lord a lot of times when the things that we're going through, friends. Because I felt like I was in a battle by myself. Oh, my brother Harvey, I can almost hear the Lord. Yeah, the reason why you sing one set of footprints. Oh, it's because I hate to carry you. How many times has the Lord carried us? All right, Brother Brown. Daniel 6 and verse 3, I believe it is.
Then this Daniel was preferred above all the presidents and princes.
Read on.
Because an excellent spirit was in him.
Because an excellent spirit was in him.
And the king thought to set him over the whole realm.
Read on.
Then the presidents and princes sought to find occasion against Daniel concerning the kingdom. But they could find no occasion nor fault.
At this time, it had went over to the Medes and Persians. There was a man by the name of Darius. He was the king at the time. He was the ruler of the whole world. He took over the power. They took that power from the Chaldean kingdom. All right, Brother Brown. Read on.
For as much as he was faithful, neither was there any error or fault found in him.
Read on.
Then said these men, we shall not find any occasion against this Daniel, except we find it against him concerning the law of his God.
See, they knew that Daniel served God. And that was the only way they were going to find fault with him.
Amen.
So they devised a plan, if you will. All right, read on.
Then these presidents and princes assembled together to the king, and said thus unto him,
And said thus unto him,
King Darius live forever.
Read on.
All the presidents of the kingdom, the governors and the princes, and the counselors and the captains, have consulted together to establish a royal statute.
Now all these people were coming together, and they had gathered together really to get Daniel. But you see what they don't understand. God was working those things because he was fixing to do something.
Amen.
That was unheard of at that time. He was going to do something that other people could not do. Brother Harvey, he was fixing to do something that even King Darius himself could not do. Read on.
And to make a firm decree that whosoever shall ask a petition of any god or man for 30 days, save of thee, O king, he shall be cast into the den of lions.
Read on.
Now, O king, establish the decree and sign the writing, that it be not changed, according to the law of the Medes and Persians, which altereth not.
Now that was a law of the Medes and Persians. When King Darius or whoever was king had said an order or said a decree, that law was not to change. That's why I said King Darius himself could not change it, because once that law was set, it was a done deal. But you see, our God, Daniel's God,
Amen.
was fixing to do something that even that King Darius could not do himself. Read on.
Wherefore King Darius signed the writing in the decree.
Read on.
Now when Daniel knew that the writing was signed, he went into his house. And his windows being opened in his chamber toward Jerusalem, he kneeled upon his knees 3 times a day, and prayed, and gave thanks before his God, as he did aforetime.
Now he did exactly what he would do, because he knew the God that he served. You see, they were trying to get him to quit serving his God. But you see, he was going to serve his God. Brother Hardy, I can almost see him as he went in his house. He shut the door and he began to call out to God.
Yeah.
You see, no doubt, maybe there was a lot of people that had their gods that they served. And maybe they were worried about this decree that had set up. But I can almost see Daniel as he was calling out to his God. He knew that his God was going to take care of him. He knew that his God would never fail him. That's why I quoted the place earlier. I was young and now I'm old. I've never seen the righteous forsaken, nor seed begging bread. Oh, I've never seen the Lord let down his people. I've never seen God let his people go without. Oh, whether it's both naturally and spiritually, God is always taking care of us. Read on.
Then these men assembled and found Daniel praying and making supplication before his God.
Read on.
Then they came near and spake before the king concerning the king's decree. Hast thou not signed a decree that every man that shall ask a petition of any god or man within 30 days, save of thee, O king, shall be cast into the den of lions?
These very same men that had told him to set this decree, they had thought that they finally got Daniel. See, a lot of times that's the way things are with us. We'll get in a situation, and the things of this world might think that they finally got us, that they got us trodden down, but do they know the God that we serve? He said, be not weary in well-doing, for ye shall reap if you faint not.
Bless your name.
You see, a lot of times we might get to the point we feel like we're going to faint. Oh, but we hold on a little longer. We hold on a little bit more. We get a little bit stronger grip. Oh, and the Lord's going to bring us out. Oh, you think about it. Hold that there. I'll come back to it. But back to the children of Israel when he sent them to spy the land of Canaan. And Caleb come. We know how that the other spies were hardy. They told them that they couldn't take the land. Oh, but I can almost see Caleb as he stilled the people. Sister Diane, he told them we were able to take this land. Oh, it wasn't his time to get that land. Yeah, Moses, the Lord to give Caleb, and they told Moses that Caleb would take this mountain. Memory serves me right that this mountain, yeah, it was where the giants that were in that land, that's where they stayed. Yeah, maybe the most fierce enemies that they had was in that land. Oh, but you see, Caleb wasn't worried because he knew the God that he served. Oh, you can read on in Jeremiah, I believe it is. Yeah, he said, I wholly follow the Lord thy God. Oh, today, because we follow the Lord, that we wholly followed him. Give him everything we've got, you know, and take care of us. But you think about what Caleb said. He said, I am this day 80 and 5 years old. 85 years old. Oh, he was 40 when he went into the land the first time. Oh, but you think about what he said. Sister Diane, he said, I am this day as strong as I was in the day that Moses sent us out. Oh, today do we know how strong we are in the Lord. Yeah, we should be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Oh, today I can't be strong in anything but the Lord. Yeah, because today he's the one that'll bring us through. All right, Brother Brian.
The king answered and said, the thing is true, according to the law of the Medes and Persians, which offereth not.
Read on.
Then answered they and said before the king, that Daniel, which is of the children of the captive of Judah, regardeth not thee, O king, nor the decree that thou hast signed.
Yeah, they thought he was finally caught. Though they finally wanted to do away with Daniel. Read on.
But maketh his petition 3 times a day.
But maketh his petition 3 times a day. Read on.
Then the king, when he heard these words, was sore displeased with himself, and set his heart on Daniel to deliver him.
I want to tell you something. Daniel, we read it, he prayed 3 times a day. I know in this thing that we're going through, every one of us has spent time praying to God. Can I tell you, God heard Daniel?
Yeah.
Sister Trish, God has heard us.
Amen.
Sister Brenda, the prayers that we've prayed, God has heard it. He's going to do exactly what he said he would do. He's going to take care of us. Brother Harvey, the things that we've prayed, we're going to see come to pass. Seems like here lately I've had different loved ones on my mind that I want to see come home. And I say this a lot lately. And I've said it a lot since I've been here. Sister Diane, I'm looking for those people to come home. Because I know what God can do. I know my God. All right, Brother Brian, read on.
And he labored till the going down of the sun to deliver him.
Read on.
Then these men assembled unto the king and said to the king, Know, O king, that the law of the Medes and Persians is that no decree nor statute which the king establisheth may be changed.
That's why we said what we said a while ago. Nobody could change it. No. Read on.
Then the king commanded, and they brought Daniel and cast him into the den of lions. Now the king spake and said unto Daniel, Thy God whom thou servest continually, he will deliver thee.
Thy God whom thou servest continually. That's what Daniel did. Well, that's what Caleb did. I wholly follow the Lord my God. That's W-H-O-L-L-Y. It was everything he had, church, because we have followed the Lord. I was talking to McKest on the way up here. I know the people we have here. I know the life that you live. Yes, there's always things we can move up to. Oh, but I'm looking at a crowd of people that have followed the Lord. That's doing everything we know to do. But Sister Diane, because we've completely followed Him, God's going to be with us no matter what. He's going to take care of His people. All right, read on.
And a stone was brought and laid upon the mouth of the den.
And a stone was brought and laid upon the mouth of the den.
And the king sealed it with his own signet.
Read on.
And with the signet of his lords.
And with the signet of his lords.
That the purpose might not be changed concerning Daniel.
Read on.
Then the king went to his palace and passed the night fasting. Neither were instruments of music brought before him, and his sleep went from him.
You think about it. Could you imagine, Brother Harvey, that they cast this man that served God, and God made him so miserable that he lost his sleep. His sleep went from him. Read on.
Then the king arose very early in the morning and went in haste to the den of lions.
Read on.
And when he came to the den, he cried with a lamentable voice unto Daniel. And the king spake and said to Daniel.
I know this is things we've heard. And I've heard it preached my whole life. But really, Brother Harvey, till I got to really studying on it, there was something that happened after he brought him out of the den that had stuck with me. All right, read on.
O Daniel, servant of the living God.
Now notice, because Darius lost his sleep, what did he say? Oh, Daniel, servant of the living God. It was no more about the gods that he was serving. It was no more about that golden image. It was about the living God now. Because Darius had lost his sleep and he knew whose God was the true God. All right, read on.
Is thy God whom thou servest continually able to deliver thee from the lions?
Read on.
Then said Daniel unto the king, O king, live forever.
O king, live forever.
My God hath sent his angels and hath shut the lions' mouths.
My God. My God. Think about that. When we go through our battle and we look and we see that God has brought us through, do we go to that battle maybe when it comes time to fight our battle, and we come to him and say, my God will deliver me. Brother Harvey, that's what David did. Goliath was going to take care of him pretty much. He was going to destroy him. But I can see as this young man looked at Goliath, and he said, this day will the Lord deliver thee into mine hands. Oh, today the Lord's going to deliver us.
Amen.
You see, this is the day that the Lord has made. Yeah, today, every time we wake up, it's the day that the Lord has made. Read on.
My God hath sent his angel.
My God has sent his angel.
And hath shut the lions' mouths, that they have not hurt me.
That they have not hurt me.
For as much as before him innocency was found in me, and also before thee, O king, have I done no hurt.
And I have done no hurt. He's telling him, I've not done anything to you. Brother Harvey, he had done no wrong. So God was going to take care of him. Read on.
Then was the king exceeding glad for him.
Then was the king exceeding glad for him.
He commanded that they should take Daniel up out of the den.
Read on.
So Daniel was taken up out of the den, and no manner of hurt was found upon him, because he believed in his God.
Now you remember those that was trying to get him and get the king to throw him in the den of lions? Read on.
And the king commanded, and they brought those men which had accused Daniel, and they cast them into the den of lions.
You said those very same men that wanted to do away with them? See, God was going to take care of them. He sent King Darius after that happened. He sent for those men to be cast into the den of lions. Read on.
Them, their children, and their wives.
Read on.
And the lions had the mastery of them, and break all their bones in pieces, or even they came at the bottom of the den.
Read on.
Then King Darius wrote unto all people, nations, and languages that dwell in all the earth. Peace be multiplied unto you.
Peace be multiplied unto you.
I make a decree that in every dominion of my kingdom men tremble and fear before the God of Daniel.
Now you see, it wasn't no more about his gods. He had changed that decree. They weren't going to worship that golden image anymore. But they weren't going to worship Darius's gods. He did exactly what he could not do. God did, rather. He changed the decree. Sister Diane told him to serve Daniel's God. Oh, today, somewhere, every knee's going to bow before Christ. We know that every eye shall see Jesus. Oh, but one day, every knee's going to bow before the Son of God. Oh, but you see, we know today that we're going to serve Him on this side of life. Oh, Brother Harvey, we're going to serve Him on life's other side as well.
Bless your name, Lord.
Yeah, let's go. Here in Isaiah, just a couple of places. Isaiah 41 and 10. Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy God. I will strengthen thee. Yea, I will help thee. That's our God. God Himself said He was our God. That's good enough for me.
Amen.
I will strengthen thee. Yea, I will help thee. Yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness. Now what did He say here in Psalm 29 and verse 11? And the Lord will give strength unto His people. And the Lord will bless His people with peace. Our God. Our God will give us strength. Our God will give us peace. We know, and we've heard it, and I preach it a lot, that this world will have their peace. But when they shall say peace and safety, then shall sudden destruction cometh upon them. Their peace will not last. Brother Harvey, our peace, we can feel that peace today. He said, I pray the Father, He'll send you another comforter, and He shall abide with you forever. The Holy Ghost, He told one crowd, He said, tarry in the city of Jerusalem till you be endued with power from on high. One day they were in Jerusalem, in an upper room, and they heard the sound of a rushing mighty wind, and it filled all the house. Oh, it seems like my prayer a lot of times is, Lord, I want to feel more of the Holy Ghost. That's what I'm longing for. That's what I need. Give me something to carry me on, Lord. Lord, give me the Word of God, but Lord, give me that precious Holy Ghost. But I tell you, it's so good to see everybody. I have missed y'all like crazy. And I say it a lot. There hasn't been a day that's went by that every one of y'all haven't come across my mind. A lot of times maybe we feel like nobody really thinks of us. Nobody knows what we're going through. But can I tell you that I've prayed a lot of prayers for you saints of God. And God is bringing us out of this battle.
Amen.
I remember hearing Brother Marcus, I believe it was. He said this that we're going through, yes, it's the sign of the time, but it's going to test our faith. That the trial of your faith be much more precious than of gold.
Amen.
Any time that our faith is tried, something happens. It grows. He gives us strength. church, I'm looking forward to what God has in store for us as we continue on this journey. And as we continue to get back to church, of course, and I'll say this and turn it over to Brother Harvey. For the next few weeks or so, we'll probably have one service because we do have to sanitize and everything after every service. And of course, I'll try to do the live streams. And for the ones that's not on Facebook, we have finally getting figured out our DVD. We was with that's one of the things we was talking with Ronnie about so much. He's getting all that settled. And I'm just so happy to see everybody. I have missed y'all so much. And of course, we get to talk on the phone from time to time, but there's nothing like making out and actually having church and worshiping the Lord with your brothers and sisters. And I hope something we said would prove a blessing at this time.